Okay, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you happen to be. My name is Eddie Stern, and this is the Conscious Breath, episode 11. So this is an ongoing course of pranayama, which are the ancient yogic practices of learning to balance the nervous system and to move our awareness inward towards deeper levels of awareness of being that is generally taught through the control or regulation of breathing. So pranayama, quite often called breathing practices, are really more than breathing practices. They are regulatory practices of the nervous system, of the mind, of the different functions the nervous system oversees and how we can work with that, deal with stress, perception, resilience, all these types of things. So for folks who are joining for the first time today, this is our 11th class, and we have covered a lot of practices so far. Some of them might be unfamiliar to you if you're just joining today, but you can still join in and try the best you can. Some of them will be simpler than others. And for folks who have been here for all of the classes, or most of them so far, we're starting today to move into our next section, which is going to be the focus on daily practice. So up until now, we've been building up a lot of different types of practices and having a lot of theory and background and things like that. And now it's time to really get down to the nitty-gritty, which is, how do I do this stuff every day? And how can I incorporate this into my daily life as a daily practice? Okay, so let's see, you're hearing an echo. I'm going to undo my microphone. And you can tell me if that is a little better and if you don't hear an echo now. And then I'll probably try plugging it back in again. Hello, people here who are here for the first time. I'll still give basic instructions so you won't be lost, not to worry. Is the echo problem solved? It's good? Okay. All right, please let me know if it comes back and I'll mess around with it again. Okay, great. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. As I mentioned, we are going to begin working on daily practices now. And what we covered last week were the 6 suggestions in an ancient text called the Hatha Yoga Pradipika that talk about the things we should do if we want to have success in our yoga practices, which includes, of course, pranayama, meditation, and yoga asanas. So the 6 things which are going to give success to us are enthusiasm, courage, perseverance, a thorough understanding of the principles that we should be practicing, determination to do them, and avoiding the company of people who discourage us from practicing any of the things that we are wanting to practice. And the 6 things that are going to get in the way of our success are overeating, overexertion, that means too much work or too much exercise or even too much yoga, gossiping or talking too much, because that makes the mind dwell on judgment and criticism, and then that eventually begins to infect us as well. Doing severe practices that weaken us, like too much fasting or staying in yoga poses for too long, or things like that. And a lack of consistency in a daily practice or in a weekly practice, and spending time with people who discourage us from doing yoga. So twice we see in these suggestions that the people we spend time with are going to be really important for the success of our practices. We want to try to collect at least a small group of people around us who encourage us, make us feel good about ourselves, encourage us to meditate or to do yoga or to do breathing practices or to pray or whatever it is, and not people who discourage us away from those things. Now, when you become very established in your practice and you're strong and confident and fixed, then it doesn't really matter so much. People won't dissuade us. But in the beginning levels, it's important to surround ourselves with positive people. So let's go through some very basic things that we can follow for daily practice, and then we'll start our practice for the day. Number one is regularity. Pick the minimum amount of practices that you can do on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be the same exact thing every day, but it should be some similar types of things so that you can begin building up stamina, endurance, and the consistency is the most important thing. Our goal is not to do more. Our goal is to be consistent. And that is the entirety of the yoga tradition. Second thing is sleep. We have to make sure that we're getting enough sleep and adhere to a sleeping schedule. If we have really disrupted sleep or a inconsistent sleeping schedule, it will be harder to find the next thing for us, which is a fixed time for our practices. So it's going to not be possible for all of us to practice at the same time every day, but we can try to plan out a time of day where we know we can practice, even if it's a couple days a week where we say, well, I know that on Tuesday and Thursday I can practice at 6 a.m., but Monday and Wednesday I work really late at night, so I need to practice at 2 in the afternoon. And so that's okay. You can vary it according to your schedule. But once you decide what that schedule is, the more you stick to it, the more your practices will get hardwired into you, and it will become an automatic habit. So the purpose of regularity, of time, of sleep, of consistency is to form a new positive habit. And habits are harder to form when we're not consistent with them. In fact, sometimes we never form them when we're not consistent. The next thing that can really help us with yoga, with pranayama, meditation, are food habits, to eat clean food at regular times, and to have food habits that we follow and we adhere to is a great challenge of our time because we have so many food options available to us all the time. In earlier times, we didn't have 24-hour markets, and we didn't have frozen foods and so many things that just made in junk food and fast foods and a million packaged foods and candies that are available to us any time of the day we want them. So that it's a lot easier to pick at things and develop inconsistent eating habits. So a food discipline, again, not to become completely obsessive about it, but just to maintain your health. And you'll find that when you maintain better food habits, clean food at regular hours, your digestion and elimination are more smooth and regular. Maybe your sleep might improve. You can also see improvements in mood and all types of things. So in the, excuse me, in the yogic texts, it says that when you eat pure food, then the mind becomes pure as well. Or if you eat clean food, then the mind becomes clarified as well. Because the type of food we eat and the things that we drink are going to determine the nature of our mind. And if our mind is really cloudy, it's harder to do yoga. If our mind is clear and optimistic and enthusiastic, then yoga becomes easier. The next thing is a place. It's good to find a clear, uncluttered place, or at least the same place where you're going to practice every day. That will allow you to have a time and a place so that when you sit down on that meditation cushion or you sit down in that area of your home, automatically your mind gets quiet in that place. So I try to sit in basically the same place every day when I meditate. And just when I go to sit in that place, my mind is used to quieting down when I'm on that, in that particular area of my home. And so automatically I can start to go into the meditation easier. I don't have to worry about what's behind me or if I need to clean stuff up or anything like that. Mental attitude, we've already covered. As per the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, enthusiastic, a sense of adventure. As my friend William Bushell calls it, the chutzpah factor. You have to be able to, a little bit of the enthusiasm to go for it. Not to be reckless, but to go for it. Intensity means to maintain regularity. There'll be days when we can practice more, days when we practice less. But again, there should be this minimum amount that we do so that we maintain regularity. And the last is our desired outcome. So the Traditionally in yoga, we should practice without any expectation of a particular outcome. We practice for the sake of the practice itself, and whatever it brings to us is what the practice is meant to do. So we practice to be immersed in the moment. We practice to be fully experiencing what that thing is that we're doing, and the results are going to be what they are. But there are a few things that we can look for when we're done with any practices, yoga, meditation, pranayama. We should feel either calm, more focused, more settled, more grounded, or more energized when we're done with these practices. We're not looking to feel worse when we're done than when we started. If we feel worse when we're done, maybe we were trying too hard or pushing too hard. So you apply just the right amount of effort so that you know your outcome is going to be you feel a little bit better now than when you started. And if the practices are consistently making us feel exhausted, that means that either we're trying too hard or we're not yet ready for those practices, or they're not suitable for us. Okay, so these are the basic things: regularity, sleep, time, place, food habits, mental attitude, intensity, and our desired outcome. And just remember any of those things that kind of speak to you, because some of us need to work on some of those things more than others. Some people might be like, well, I'm really regular and I'm enthusiastic, and my mental attitude is good and my intensity level is fine. But, I need to work on my food habits because I know I'm not eating very well. And someone else might be like, well, my food habits are great, my sleep is great, but I'm not regular in my practices. I skip a lot of days and then I try to come back to it. So probably one of those things will speak to you, and then that's the thing that you try to establish as a new habit. Okay? So let's go into the practices for week 11. Let's come to sit in any comfortable position. You can be on a bed, you can be on the floor, you can be on a pillow, in a chair, on a couch. Any of those are fine. And as you sit quietly, you can close the eyes or keep them open so you're looking at the floor in front of you. And begin just to bring your awareness to your breathing. Okay, and we'll take questions at the end of the class, but Martine, I'll answer yours quickly now. It is better to meditate on an empty stomach. As you bring your awareness to your breathing, feel the breath coming in and out from the nostrils. And just begin to enjoy the sensation of breathing like you would enjoy your favorite song, your favorite piece of music, or your favorite piece of art. And then gradually, as you enjoy the sensation of the breath, begin to slightly lengthen the breathing. So you're inhaling for just a little bit longer than a normal breath, and you're exhaling for just a little bit longer than a normal breath. Still enjoying the sensation of the breath. And notice how the breath feels in the nostrils, where the breath is going in the thoracic cavity. Okay, now we're going to do 2 minutes of breathing along with the breathing app. So I'm going to press this play button here, and you're going to see the circle get bigger and smaller. As the circle gets bigger, you can inhale. As it gets smaller, you can exhale. And there's also going to be some sounds playing. So if you like to, you can breathe along with the sound as you hear it, going in one direction, and then breathe along with it in the other. But the sound is going to go along with the circle as well. So this is resonance breathing. It brings the branches of the autonomic nervous system into an equilibrium. Okay, so you're going to sit comfortably, and now just watching the ball, inhaling as it gets bigger, and exhaling as it gets smaller. I'll move the microphone closer. And so if you like, you can rest your hands on your lower belly and feel the belly moving in and out as you breathe. Inhaling here and exhaling here. I'm going to do this for 2 minutes. Smooth inhalation and a smooth exhalation. So try to keep the breathing through the nose as much as you can. If you inhale through the nose but you need to exhale through the mouth, that's okay. But try not to inhale through the mouth. Better to inhale through the nose. Okay, so that's already 2 minutes. So now just relax the breathing. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing with single nostril breathing, which means that you're going to place your thumb right on the side of your right nostril, and we're going to breathe only through the left side. And we're going to do that for 2 minutes, which is 10 breaths. If you feel that your left nostril is completely blocked, you can always keep your right nostril just slightly open to allow breath to come in. Okay, so breathing through the left nostril is going to stimulate the right hemisphere of the brain. So please inhale through both nostrils. Close your right nostril and exhale out through the left. And now begin inhaling left. And exhaling left. Inhale left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale left. Inhaling left. Exhaling left. Inhaling left. Keep going at the slow ratio of breathing. Keep the mind calm, nervous system relaxed as you breathe. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Let the hand rest on the knee. Breathe through both nostrils for a moment. and feel the mind settling in. Just sit quietly for a moment. Now we're going to breathe 2 minutes through the opposite nostril. So we're going to use our ring finger to close off the left nostril. And if you prefer, you can just use your left thumb or left finger to close off the nostril. The important thing is to breathe through the right side, okay? So let's inhale through both nostrils. Exhale out through your right side. And begin inhaling right. Exhale right. Inhaling right. Exhaling right. Inhale. Exhale. So you can listen to the sound or watch the ball. Or you can breathe in a different ratio if it's more comfortable for you. We'll do this for 2 minutes together. Smooth and slow inhalations. Calm and relaxed exhalations. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Let the hand rest down on the knee and breathe comfortably through both nostrils. Okay. Okay, the next practice we're going to do is Kapalabhati. And Kapalabhati is the energetic breathing through the nostrils, as though you were simply blowing your nose. Okay, so I'll demonstrate one time. The only thing that's going to be moving is my abdomen for people who are just joining today for the first time. So through the nose, I'll be going. So it's just like I'm trying to blow my nose or I'm blowing out a candle with my nose. And we're going to do 20 pumpings. And at the end of 20 pumpings, we're going to inhale a long, slow breath through both nostrils. And then we're going to exhale out through the left nostril. And when we inhale through both nostrils, we're going to draw the breath back all the way towards the back of the throat. So it makes a hissing sound. And this is called the Ujjayi Pranayama. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that together. Gently inhale and begin. That's 20. Inhale into the back of the throat. Close your right nostril, exhale out through the left. Rest the hand on the knee and breathe. Okay, we're going to do this again. Hopefully that echoes a little bit better now. So the second round, again, we're going to do 20 pumpings. Inhale through both nostrils, exhale out through the left side. And this is going to be an exhalation and an inhalation, exhalation and an inhalation. If you can't breathe through one side, then just breathe through the other. And sometimes extended breathing through the other side will help open that side which is blocked. Okay, so the second round, let's begin. Inhale and go. A long exhalation. Inhale through both nostrils to the back of the throat. Exhale out through the left nostril, quietly. Rest the hand on the knee and breathe. Okay, the last round. So when we're doing Kapalabhati, the exhalation is energetic. The inhalation is going to be a little bit longer than the exhalation. So it's a quick exhalation, slightly longer inhalation. Quick exhalation, slightly longer inhalation than the exhalation. Okay, last round. Let's try. Inhale. And begin. Twenty. Inhale through both nostrils to the back of the throat. Exhale through the left side. Rest your hand on your knee and breathe. And just sitting quietly for a moment after each practice. Okay, so today we're adding on a new practice. It's a combination of Ujjayi and Anuloma Viloma, which is the alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to inhale through both nostrils to the back of the throat, which is the Ujjayi Pranayama. And then we're going to exhale out through the left nostril. And then we're going to inhale to the back of the throat. And then we're going to exhale through the right nostril. This is a very calming pranayama. It's wonderful for any mental agitation. And we're going to do 4 rounds together. Okay, here we go. Inhaling to the back of the throat, a light hissing sound. Exhale, left side. Inhale both nostrils. Exhale through the right side. Great, thank you very much, Joey. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale left side, quietly. We're doing about 6-second inhalation and exhalation, same as resonance. Inhale both. Exhale through the right. Inhale both. Exhale left. Inhale both. Exhale right. Last round. Inhale both. Exhale left. Inhale both. Exhale right. Rest your hand on your knee and breathe. Okay, we're going to move on now to the next practice. The name of the app we're using is called The Breathing App, and it's on iTunes and Google Play. And just search for The Breathing App along with my name, Edwin Stern, and in iTunes that will come up. Okay, it's a free app. And no, Jaideep, I am not Jeff Bezos. My company is a lot smaller than his. Okay, let's go on to the next practice. So for everyone who feels they've done enough breathing for today, you just stop there and wait till we do the closing practice at the end. For people who would like to try the next practice, we're going to inhale through the left nostril and then exhale through both nostrils. And then we're going to inhale through the right nostril and exhale through both. Okay? So it's just the reverse of what we were doing a moment ago. We're going to do this for 4 rounds. So please close the left nostril. Inhale through your left side quietly. Exhale through both, making a hissing sound. In the back of the throat. Inhale through the right side. Exhale through both. Inhale through the left. Exhale both. Inhale right. Exhale both. Inhale left. Exhale both. Inhale right. Exhale both. Keep the spine nicely straight. And last round, inhale left. Exhale both. Inhale right. Inhale to the back of the throat, yes, but quietly on the inhale. Actually, on the inhale, go more towards the nasal cavity, high near the sense of smell. And exhale both. And then relax the breathing and breathe. And just see the effect the practice has on the mind, on the body. Sit quietly for a moment before we go into the last practice. Okay, so we are doing 4 rounds of each, and 4 rounds means inhale through one nostril, exhale both, and then do the right side, exhale both. We've done 4 rounds of each. And the last practice we're going to do is 4 rounds of Anuloma Viloma, the alternate nostril breathing. And then we'll sit quietly and meditate for 2 minutes, and then that is the complete practice. Okay, great. So here we go. Again, if you feel like you've done enough so far, you can stop here and just pause and wait. Just to answer one of these questions, Natalie wanted to know if she can put an intention during the breathing in and out. And yes, that's a very good thing to do, in fact. You can inhale any positive feeling you want. You can inhale love and exhale compassion. You can inhale presence and exhale calm or peace. You can inhale and feel that your incoming breath is a blessing from the divine, and your exhalation is surrender to the divine. Any of these types of things are wonderful to do because, the breathing actually, we feel like we're breathing on our own when we do this, but in reality, quote unquote reality, the biosphere is breathing us due to internal and external pressure. So to feel the sense of the breath flowing smoothly, to place an intention along with it is a very nice thing to do. So the last practice we're going to do is alternate nostril breathing. And the mudra we do with the hands is so you can touch your ring finger with your thumb. Okay, so my ring finger and thumb are touching here. And then you can either rest these 2 fingers up here, or you can fold these 2 fingers in like that. Okay? This is called the Nasika Mudra. It has a lot of names. Sometimes Nasika Mudra, sometimes Chin Mudra. But you'll see that the fingers go on the outsides of the nose, not on the inside of the nose to block them. Okay. And so when I say to breathe to the back of the throat, sometimes when we breathe, we feel we're breathing in our nostrils. When you breathe in the nostrils, it's very quiet. But when you breathe in towards the back of your throat, you'll hear a hissing sound because the throat closes itself slightly. And that's the throat breathing. But when we close the nostrils and switch, then we always want to do the nasal breathing, specifically breathing high up in the nasal cavity, near where your sense of smell is. So let's please inhale through both nostrils. Place the thumb on the, yes, you can do this lying down. Place the thumb on your right nostril, exhale through the left. Sitting comfortably straight. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. This is our third round. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. Rest the hand on the knee at the end of your exhalation. Close the eyes or gaze gently at the floor. And we'll sit quietly for 2 minutes. If the breath becomes very still or very quiet, just allow it to become still and quiet. If there's any particular meditation that you practice or mantra that you can use that now. If you would like to use a mantra but you don't have one or know one, you can repeat the sound so as you inhale and hum as you exhale. So you'd be inhaling and mentally repeating so, and exhaling hum. Mentally repeating as you inhale so, and exhaling hum. This means I am that pure consciousness. I am pure awareness in Sanskrit. Another minute, we'll sit quietly. Okay, relax the mind. Relax the breathing. I'm going to chant one Sanskrit mantra to finish our practice session. And this means this is full and that is full. The full can't be removed from the fullness. And even if you move a little bit of the fullness from the full, it still remains whole and full. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Okay. So that concludes the practice for today. Now we can answer some questions. So Oma, yeah, we did not do resonance breathing for 8 minutes today, but you can try that on your own if you like to, no problem. And Kelly, if you've missed the last classes, you can start from today, it's no problem, but you can also go back to the first. There's a lot of different material that we have covered over the past few weeks. Any questions you have, please go ahead and put them in. I'll scroll through. Can you do this breathing lying down? If for any reason you're not well, or there's something that prevents you from sitting up straight, like extreme back pain, you can most certainly do these things lying down. If you're comfortable to do it sitting up straight, then yes, that is a preferred method. But lying down for any reason is okay as well. Okay, so for folks who signed on, again, my name is Eddie Stern. You can follow more of this information on Instagram my name is @Eddie Stern, and that's my Instagram handle. If you want to follow or rewatch any of the episodes there and the other talks that I do with Deepak, as well as other yoga content. We will have one more class next week. That'll be our 12th session. And that will be the end of the Conscious Breath series. And then after that, we'll probably start to do different weekly practice type things, but it won't be necessary that everything be watched in order. We've covered a lot of the information that you need to know. All of the basics of pranayama are going to be contained in the earlier classes. Okay? So what you do with your tongue is you can gently press your tongue against the back of your top teeth. Not too hard, just little. Yasmin, my name is Eddie Stern. EDDIESTERN. Okay. And okay, it looks like not really too many questions today. That's good. That means everyone feels calm and everything made sense to you, which is preferred. Anna, the last mantra at the end of the class is the Purnamadaf, PURNMADAH, Purnamada Purnamidam. And you can find that on YouTube, no problem. It's an ancient Sanskrit prayer. Okay, so yes, Eddie Stern, but with no A, just STERN. Okay, so Alexa, you'd like me to explain a little bit more about exhalation during the breathing. Yes, so for the inhalation and exhalation, our diaphragm is going to be moving, right? So the diaphragm center tendon of the diaphragm moves down as we inhale, and it moves up as we exhale. Okay, the diaphragm moves down as we inhale, and it moves up as we exhale. During the there are many different ways that we can breathe in pranayama, and a relaxing way of breathing is going to be to extend the exhalation a little bit longer than your inhalation. So if you can consciously exhale and extend the exhalation by using the lower abdomen to control the flow of the breath, and then relax on the inhalation and just let the breath flow in naturally. And then the exhalation will be very conscious and deliberate and slow. Then you'll start to get a sense of, what actions are happening inside of me as I breathe. Working too hard on the inhalation sometimes leads to the breath staying up high in the chest or going up towards the head area. We can get agitated or anxious or feel stressed. But when we let the inhalation be relaxed and flow in, and then we focus on extending the exhalation, it's very calming and steadying. So if you want to think about how to exhale, think about relaxing on the inhale and just extend the exhale and see how your lower abdomen will help you with that extension. For Sarah to build up a daily practice, start through for anywhere from like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can slowly build up. You don't need to do more than 20 minutes a day or so for a beginning practice. That would be plenty. We did a 20-minute practice today, and that's quite, that's a good amount of time to be doing this. Okay, so you have no issue with long exhalation. You're working more on a long inhalation. Well, the control of the inhalation then is also going to be from lower abdominal control. So in the same way that we'll control the exhalation, what you do is at the end of the exhalation, when the belly comes in a little, especially the contraction of the anal sphincter, you keep it slightly contracted, and then you let the breath flow in, but use the lower abdominal muscles to control the flow of the inhalation and feel your ribs expanding out to the side at the same time. And that can help as well. You could try that. Inhalation through the throat, it takes a little getting used to, Mavis. So what you do is you just concentrate for the time being on the sensation of exhaling and making the sound of the throat, because it's easier to do that. And let your inhalation be free. And then every once in a while, during the inhalation, you just try to see, well, what's the sensation of my throat as I exhale and do this? And your body will start to tell you when you pay attention to that. But do the thing first that makes sense, and then later on add in that thing which you're not quite understanding yet. But just let your awareness kind of stay in that area of the throat as you do the breathing. And your body will start to tell you what you need to do to make the sound of on the inhalation as well. But it shouldn't be stressful, okay? It should be pleasant. Okay, and Carolyn, yes, one practice per day is fine. When you get more comfortable with these practices, it's okay to do it twice a day. Okay, great. Last question, Thelma, how can you make the sound in the throat? Okay, so Thelma, if you just sit comfortably straight, and when you breathe, you imagine you're breathing into the back of your throat. See if that helps. Okay, now another thing you can do is you can exhale out through your mouth and pretend that you are fogging a mirror. So if you held your hand in front of your mouth and went, you would feel this tightening of the throat to control the exhalation. So you inhale through your nose, you exhale out through your mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Just gently. And then inhale, and now try doing that through your nose. Keep the mouth closed. And the throat will constrict slightly, and the breath will go higher into the nasal cavity, and it will make a sound as it comes out. So again, it takes some practice, but that's really all there is to it. Okay, that's all until next week. Thank you very much. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from disease. May all look to good in others. May none suffer from sorrow. Om, peace, peace, peace. Have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Again, the name is Eddie, E-D-D-I-E, Stern, S-T-E-R-N, and no, I am not Jeff Bezos. See you later. Bye-bye.